Well, hello, and welcome back, y'all. Today, I'm going to try to build a home for the 4th of July, Independence Day for the United States. Going to try to build it in the shape of our flag, and then I'll try to do something cute with the roofing to make it look better, I suppose. I don't know. We'll see how that goes. I do know I need 13 stripes. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So I think that goes up here. So that's 13 stripes. And then this will be the quote unquote 50 stars. So this is going to be one room. This is the house. It's a big old rectangle. I don't know how this is going to work. This is going to be the most boring looking house from the outside, I bet. But I'll try to make it look kind of nice. So let me just get some lights in here. I hate working with the dark everything. I need to have lights so I can see what I'm doing. So if this is 50 stars, I have 48 tiles in here. So that's the closest I could get because this is what the flag looks like. So yeah, there you go. Big old rectangle, done. The shell is done. It's going to be so dumb looking. So I guess I'll just start with some furniture placement. So we could do maybe kitchen and dining in that room. So it's not such a big giant room. So yeah, I think that'll work. Kitchen and then dining in there. We need some bedrooms, living room, and an office. I think, because I'm thinking bedrooms back there, but I'm not sure. So I think I'm going to put like the front door, like in the middle, hopefully in the middle. So we can have like an actual entry space. Is that too big? I think that's too big for an entry. This whole place is too big in my opinion, but I don't know, maybe we will expand it, but we'll see. We're going to move that in there. Okay. So there's our entry. We need a bathroom because I almost forgot the bathroom. We can do the living room over here. It'll be closer to the kitchen and the dining, so you have more of a flow of things. And holy cow, that is way big. Thinking. Okay, let's make the entry a little bigger like the way it was. That's fine. We'll do that. It's only like a tile, but I think it'll help. And then we can block this off with a wall here. It's going to be a very square room house, but that's okay. We still need a bathroom, at least one bathroom. I'm thinking maybe we could do 2 bathrooms just to kind of fill in some space. And then an office, which I'm thinking the office can be here in the front-ish area of, oh, what did I just do? I think I let go of the button too soon. That could be an office area there-ish. Oh, what if we have like a hallway here? Yeah, okay, so that's 2. So this would be like the long, wait, where do I want the hallway? I don't know, because I still need a bathroom. So what I was thinking was we could do maybe close this off here and make that like a workout room of some kind. Treadmill, weights, something like that. With a half bath here, this would be the living room area. That wouldn't be too bad. Maybe we can bring this out a little bit. There we go. I think that's a little bit better. And then we've got the little half bath there. This is the entry. This would be the office area. Get a desk in there so I don't forget which room that is. That'd be a nice size for an office. Honestly, probably be on this side, which doesn't matter at this point. But we also need a bathroom, and then we've got these bedrooms. But man, a little silly, probably. Do I care? Not really. I gotta make it work. Because this will have like an archway of sorts here. That'll have an archway there. This will have a door. We could have an archway here maybe, and then the doors to the bedrooms. But then I also still need a bathroom, and then I've got this space here for nothing. So if we put the bathroom here at the end, oh, I didn't need to move that. Put the bathroom on the end, like there. I think that'd be okay. I don't know. Okay. I did some playing around because I had to really think. And I think this is going to work. So we've got the front door here with the entryway. We've got an arch into this main hallway, which takes you into the office, the 3rd bedroom, which I'm going to say maybe is a guest bedroom. But there's also a door to a full bathroom here at the end. If you go through this archway here, you go into the bedroom's hallway and you have a door into the bathroom there, this bedroom, and then this other bedroom, and then this is a Jack and Jill bathroom. And then there's nothing at the end of the hallway here, which is odd, I know. Maybe I'll move this arch there. Okay. If we go to the left, we go through this archway into the living room and workout room, half bathroom. Go through another archway, and there is the dining room and large kitchen. I'll probably do a bar top, maybe a breakfast table. I don't know, but I also want a back door. Probably put it somewhere there. I don't know what I'm doing. It's kind of an odd layout, but I don't know. I mean, no, I do know it's an odd layout. I just don't know how well it's going to work. So let me add a porch, a patio, and some roofing, and I will show you what I did. So I'll be right back. Okie dokie. I have put this up on a platform, added some stairs. I have a front door. I have windows. I even have a little air vent up in the attic area that is not livable. Got more windows here. These are the kitchen windows with a back door that lines up with the kitchen windows more or less. That's still the kitchen. And then more windows. I also added a cute little white picket fence because I'm thinking 4th of July, traditional family type home from back in the day. Got little picket fence here in the front corners of the lot. I'm thinking 4th of July party. We're going to have barbecue. We're going to have a pool, water balloon fights, maybe a slip and slide. I don't know. Depends how much I could fit in the backyard. And then the interior of the home, I'm thinking red, white, and blue. We're talking 4th of July. And since the house is basically a rectangle, it's not a star shape, I think is what I did last year. So this year, I'm just going to do our flag and decorate it interior and exterior in red, white, and blue. So it's going to be a full 4th of July house. Hopefully, fingers crossed. So that's what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on that. And when I come back, I will walk you through the entire finalized build. So don't go anywhere. Just blink. Okie dokie, y'all. I am all done. And yeah, it's a very red, white, and blue house. And if you could see my face, I'm gritting my teeth as I say that. But it's done. And that's what matters. This is all for the 4th of July for the US of A, which is red, white, and blue. And a lot of houses in the US have flags in their front yard. Usually, like on this flagpole, you see 2 flags. You will have the American flag, and then underneath it, and only underneath it, unless you live in Texas, but only underneath it would you put your state flag or any other flag. So that's why I have 2 flags there. And then here I have other flags for whatever else they might be for. It's like, I'm just trying to think. I'm like, okay, well, 4th of July, American flag, lots of flags, but these are the only 2 kinds of flags that I had, or that I have. And they didn't have a lot of color swatches to choose from. So I figured that was more than enough. I got some landscaping done, some terrain paint, a little bit of path stones there. We've got a blue floor porch. We've got a table out here with a flower pot, mailbox, and lights. If we go around to the side, we have more landscaping. This is the kitchen window here. The picket fence has angles on all of the corners, so there isn't a hard corner anywhere. We also have the trash can and recycling bin here. Got more landscaping, same flowers as the front, a tree, swing set, telescope in blue. And something I haven't done in a really, really long time is the slip and slide. Yes, I had to put it in. And the only way I could put it in, because I was done with the whole backyard, was to move this forward 1 tile so that I could fit this in next to the swimming pool area. So that's why the front porch is so close to the sidewalk. But we're just going to ignore that. But more bushes, more landscaping out here. We have around the pool. I don't know if you can see. Yes, you have the red walls and the blue tile on the bottom, blue decking, and then some tables with some beautiful outdoor chairs. And then on the patio, we have a doggy door. And check this out, y'all. I put a little rug in front of the doggy door. And I had to fix it. But you have your doormat here at the back door. And then I also added the same doormat here at the doggy door, but I made it smaller by 1 so the doggy could clean his feet when he walks in. I thought that was cute. But we've got, some plants over here. And on this side of the porch, we have the portable picnic table and chairs. And then over here, we have the grill with a towel that I raised up and moved it with my shifty. And then over here, we've got a portable counter And I added the barbecue sauces, the knives, some spices, salt, sugar, paper towels, and that. And I was going to add plates and stuff, but I realized on this cart there's already plates and napkins and stuff, so I didn't want to add any more plates. I thought that would be kind of weird. So that is the porch. There's also a ceiling fan up here, and as always, I put a little tiny saucer light in there because, I had to. And then more trees and landscaping throughout, as you can see. So now let's go inside. This was hard, but it was so fun. I loved it, and I love that picture. So as you walk in, you are greeted with the entryway with a nice pendant light. We've got a little place to sit, added some baskets underneath. They're all the same basket. I just turned them around so you couldn't see the cloth on each one so they didn't look identical. But we've got your mail slot and key slot there. We've got some stuff on the walls there. Am I too close when I walk through the houses? Please let me know. Or am I too far away? A place to hang your stuff. We've got a little coat closet over there, and then I guess a shoe closet there with a little plant and curtains and all of that. And I did add a tiny saucer light and all of the pendant lights just because they weren't really bright enough for me. This is the main hallway. We've got a nice potted plant over there, which is actually a plant inside the pot. And then an entry table over there with some beautiful red flowers. Down here, we've got some board games and decor. I love these birds. They're so pretty. And then we've got a big old beautiful bookcase here. It's supposed to be white. The swatch says white, but Sims. And then we've got 3 doors, an office, a bedroom, and a bathroom. I will walk you through those here in just a moment. But we've got beautiful parquet style floors with red runner. We go through this huge archway and we go into the living room. So again, lots of red, white, and blue. But we've got all kinds of stuff in here. I tried to clutter it up and fill up space as I could. I didn't want to clutter it up too much, but I did want to fill up some space to make it look more lived in. Ergo, a crooked table. I did forget to test this. The only thing I'm worried about is this couch, if your Sims can actually sit in it because of the table. And I think they can sit in that one. But if not, you just move the table. It's all right. Curtains, plants, pictures, all of that wonderful stuff. And then we've got these bookcases here with some books that I added and whatnot, just to kind of fill in some space because, things were clipping or snapping right in the middle of the shelf and I couldn't add stuff unless I used a shelf to do so. Over here, we go into the workout room. Hello, workout room. Yep, we've got all kinds of stuff in here. Workout posters, sports posters. Got the treadmill, the punching bag, a nice little, I was going to say a healthy refrigerator, but when you look inside, there's a cake, there's a pizza, cupcake. We're going to pretend that that's a healthy refrigerator. Incense burner just for, ambiance. And then a speaker in here so you can listen to whatever you want to listen to. And then I did use this padded flooring, essentially. It's in tiles, but I like to use this in all workout rooms just because it makes sense to me. Softer flooring. And then, of course, a mirror. So when you're, working on this and doing your butterfly or chest press or whatever, you can see yourself and make sure you're doing it right. And this here, can you guess what this is? I had to use those little people. I saw those little people and I was like, perfect for the guest bathroom. I know it's such a silly thing to do, but I like it. I really do. I think it's cute. But most of the bathrooms are all the same fixtures and whatnot. I think the only thing that's different is maybe a picture if there is one, but the other stuff's pretty much the same. If we leave the bathroom, we go through this archway, we have the kitchen. It is quite a large kitchen, a very large kitchen, but I like it. I was having trouble trying to figure out what am I going to do with all of this kitchen. Figured it out. We put the dining room here with the picture, your hutch over there, some ceiling lights, which I really like those. I just can't use them in all my builds, but I really, really like those. And then fork and spoon up there. We've got the doggy bowl there, trash can. I added these shelves here so that it would finish off because I added the blinds and the blinds are higher than the window. So without this last cabinet here, it just looked really weird. So I had to add the last cabinet, but in doing that, I realized it was weird down here and I didn't want to add another counter. So I added the 2 shelves manually and then placed all the propagating plants. We've got a nice sink that looks out to the back, which I love. dishwasher, which I rarely put in. We've got utensils for cooking and whatnot, which you can do on that counter. And then we have appliances all in red. Yes, we do. Pots and pans, a little coffee tea station with some milk, microwave, and then the family refrigerator. Love that thing. And a tall pantry. So I think that turned out pretty good. And then we've got the island over here with some beautiful blue roses, which I love blue roses. They are gorgeous. And then, some little snacks for the kids, cereal, cookies, fruits, stuff on the walls, bar chairs, and then the red marble flooring. Yeah, I know. I know. It's crazy. It's a little, what the hell were you thinking kind of thing. But it's a red, white, and blue house. So I did not have a choice. The only choice I had was what to use. This is the office. I really like how this one turned out. It's a little different, of course. I found this rug and I'm like, I finally found this rug. And I was like, oh my God, that's perfect. It's red, white, blue. How much more perfect can you get? So they got the diplomas and whatnot, clutter on the desk with the computer. I filled up the empty holes on the bookshelves, which I think turned out pretty good. Ceiling light. I really like this room. It's kind of pretty. And then we go over here into this bedroom, which is the parents' bedroom, and it is red, white, and blue, as if you can't tell. We got some purses on the door, another purse on the floor, stuff on the walls, and their nightstands, and all of that. And then this door goes into the same bathroom that this door goes into. I love this bathroom. I love this bathroom. I don't know what prompted me to put the tub there, but I did. Now, logically, you would have the faucet and stuff facing or attached to the wall, but because of how your Sims lay in the tub, I figured this was a better way to do it. You can flip it around if you want. And then I've got the nice large walk-in shower, and then, the same stuff from the other bathroom, just a little different. Plant on the wall, hamper, and all of that. Oh, but wait, there's another door. What's that for? Huh, there's more house. There's more house, people. Yep. You know how you get there? Through the bookcase door. Yes, the kids have a secret door to get to their rooms. Their hallway is very bland and boring, but that is quite all right. If we go down here at the end of the hallway to the right, we have the same bathroom. Yep. And then we've got a bedroom, and then here at the other end of the hallway, we have the laundry room. It's quite full. It is very well used. There's clothes, towels, all of that. So yay for laundry, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't like laundry. I hate laundry. This door here goes into the girls' bedroom, and she's a teen, and she's got beautiful wallpaper. We've got some collages on the walls, stuff on her nightstands. Beautiful blue sheer curtains. More clutter over here for girl. She's got a hanging plant and all of that. I wanted to put something here, but I just couldn't think of what to put there, so I figured I'd just leave it empty and call it done. This door goes into their shared bathroom. So you walk in through the robe, and this is their shared bathroom. They have a shower tub combo, and then they've got some trees on the wall because I didn't know what else to put on there. And then a rug from door to door, so that way they don't have cold feet when they come in the morning. And then this door takes you out into the hallway. This here is the boys' room. 2 boys, 2 beds. We've got all their stuff on the walls. We've got stuff on their nightstands, a plant even. And I've got to tell you, I absolutely love these arrows. I thought that was so fun. That's your bed. That's your bed. No, I thought it was a cute, silly little touch. Something that the boys would do. That's just their personalities. And yeah, their beds are white. It's kind of boring and bland, but whatever. They have their signed basketballs by their favorite basketball person. They also have a jersey over here that's autographed by somebody, a little place to sit with a poof, posters, all that great stuff. I'm inside the light. My apologies. And yeah, nice, beautiful, fluffy rug in their room. That is the whole build. Let's take a look from the top down. Here is the whole property. As you can see, if we go down, here is the entire layout. So you've got your porch, your entry, your main hallway with the secret door to the kids' hallway, laundry room, girl, Jack and Jill bathroom, boys' room, parents' bathroom, parents' room, office. And then over here, we have the living room, workout room, bathroom, kitchen, dining, and then patio and pool area. So for 4th of July, they're going to be having some fun. They're going to be grilling out. Some people are going to be sitting under the roof on the patio, and then the other people, probably the kids and their friends, are going to be sitting out here on these chairs playing in the swimming pool, looking at the sky or swinging or even playing on the slip and slide. This is fun. This is a lot of fun. I hope, for those of you in the US, I hope that this represents for you the 4th of July. If not, let me know what you would have done different. Everybody else, let me know what you would have done different too, of course. In any case, if you want to download it, it is under hashtag 4th of July and my personal hashtag lilmomma and Momma-One. Feel free to let me know if you got any inspiration from anything I did and how you plan on using it. Make sure you hit like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, y'all, have fun.